Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought we could do just a little bit of an update on reptiles. As you can see from previous videos, I had another tank. This is my Crested Gecko now. I'm just going to put him into the bigger tank. As you can see, that is my 45 by 45 by 45, and that is my fire-bellied toad in that tank, which I'm going to put into this one. So fingers crossed on that. Hopefully it will look nice. So previously I had a red-eyed crocodile skink, and it died sadly, and I sold that tank, and I also sold the fire-bellied toad tank as well, just to save on some room. So this is the 45 by 45 by 45 Exoterra tank, and that's the light I got for it. So fingers crossed it'll look nice. So stay tuned for the rest. So these are the items that I got. I had to buy 2 bags of Hydro balls because I didn't know how depth I want the water to be. So I want to have a water system in it, and this is the rainforest dirt that I got from Amazon. I think it was like 13 quid. And this is the fern panelling. I only wanted 1 sheet and I got 2. And it's quite big, so I can use it in the next tank as well. So this is the ferning. So I'm going to use this silicone to glue it on to the back of my tank. It's black, so hopefully I can do it without without a problem, I hope. Fingers crossed. As you can probably tell, I am having problems with this tape around it. Trying to hold a camera and tear the thing apart, it's not fun. Anyway, if you need to have if you want to put silicone in your reptile tank, make sure it's fish safe, so marine or fish tank safe, then it's safe for reptiles. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, by the way. This is all my personal thoughts. I used this in my other tank with my Crested Gecko, actually in there now, and it works fine. But what I would suggest is to leave the tank outside or in a different place to leave it breathe. And this is the piece of wood that I got, and this is what I have to cut because it's a bit too big. So yeah, I've got it from the woods. I have to put some boiling hot water on it, but other than that, it's not good. That's not going to last. I've got some other stuff in the cupboard underneath my 45. Well, underneath my new tank. So maybe I'll put some of that in there. Also got myself a little fogger, so I might put that in there too. Fingers crossed. Okay, so as you can see, these are the firm panels that I got. And what I like doing is that I like to put sausage sticks in the firm panels, so it can be a little bit more firmer. Just have to break them up into halves and put the sharper end into the firm panels. Sorry, I have to make a lot of mess. So this is one of the firm panels, which I'm just putting the stick in. The right way will help. And just like so. Maybe not. so it's edge to edge. And then when you get the crease, you want to silicone that just to make it a little bit more firmer. Well, this bit is, because I cut it a little bit smaller, I am going to have the hydro balls and the dirt on it, and the log in the middle. As I said, I'll cut it a little bit shorter so I can have the hydro balls and the dirt on it. Just siliconing the first bit of the fur panelling to the back piece of the glass. You want to make sure that silicone is fish friendly. If it's fish friendly, it is also reptile friendly. And then carefully just place it where you want it to be. There you go. You don't want to worry about that bit because you can, or when it's dry, you can scrape it off with a standing knife or standing blade, sorry. But because I've got another panel on that side, it doesn't really matter that much because you won't see it. And so now ready for the first panel on, or the second panel on the left side. When you're siliconing and when you're putting this down, you really need to press hard on it because if you don't, it will just fall off when you stand it up. So when you're drying, you want to place it on so it's face down. So the panel that you just done, the first very panel that you just done, needs to be on the ground, and you want to place something heavy on it so it can rest and glue and stay. So this is the second panel. As you can see, I've got a little bit of silicone in that, but it's not going to matter much because I've got the dirt. It's going to be up to that level. And now the second panel, well, third panel, sorry. I'm going to have to leave a little bit of a gap on this one because I've got the fogger in my cage as well. So that's where the wire is going to go for that. So that is the plan. I have to have a little bit of a gap because I don't really want to see the wires just hanging there. So this is the part where I'm going to stick it to. Once again, so here you go. Here's a semi-finished part of the reptile tank. All three sides done, and this is a little hut that I made from the firm panelling that I had left over. Once again, I just siliconed it over, or silicone the sides, and just going to put it what I thought would look nice. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a stick there, but what you want to do when I cut it off, just so you don't get the little bit of sharp edges, so it won't hurt them. And then I'm going to place them all around the edges, and then cut every single one. So hopefully it will stay there. Fingers crossed, because this is my first try of using fern panelling as a hide for my Crested Gecko. As you can probably tell from my previous video of how to make a coconut hide, that's the first time using a coconut hide as a reptile, as my Crested Gecko hide. So and this is what it looks like now, the end piece. So stay tuned.